What's up, guys? Today's video I wanted to talk to you about how to draw Mickey Mouse. Now, when starting something, the reason people don't want to start half the time and why they say I can't draw is because they're not using the right tools. So, what I have here is just regular copy paper. There's a sketch on the back of that, but I have regular copy paper that you can pick up a few hundred for $5. And I'm using a mechanical pencil. This is a Graph Gear 1000. It's 0.7. And then I found some lead online, some blue lead. I'm trying to see. Usually I have the lead here. I could give you the name, but just look up 0.7 blue lead on Amazon and it should come up. So what the blue allows you to do is draw a whole bunch of lines, and then when you go over it darker with a pen or a pencil, like a dark pencil, those lines tend to fade to the back. So what I'm going to do first, how I used to draw was I would start on the edge, like I would look at Mickey and be like, okay, there's a circle up there, and then I would just kind of go around. But what you want to do is start and find a center point. So when I'm starting to draw Mickey, all I do is draw a circle, like so. So step one, draw a circle. And then, let's see how you have the blue, and you can add as many lines. Don't worry about, oh, I messed up, or my circle isn't big enough. And then, you find your center point by drawing two intersecting lines, like so. So, usually every character that I draw, I start with the center point right in the nose. So Mickey, outer circle is the shape of his head or his skull. And then I start forming, and I'm looking at Mickey as I'm drawing. So I find the center point, and then I draw oval for his big oval nose. When I'm doing blue, I can just take the pencil and just kind of fill this in to know that that's going to be black later if I decided to color this in, right? Next, I have like a little bit, kind of like a little mountain. I leave a little space here, and then this is where you would start his eyes. So you want to kind of cut in a little bit here, and then this is where you're going to start your eye. And then what the eye does, as it gets higher, it kind of gets like a little bit thinner, thins out, and then kind of cuts back in. So it's okay if this isn't perfect. Sometimes I make my eyes too big. Leave another little space here, like right at the arc, and then as that arc starts coming down, that's where you're going to put his other eye, like so. So you should have something like that. And you can go over these as well. Next, you want to come up a little bit on this one. Come up a little bit, and then start, as you come up, these are where you're going to start forming his eye, like so. And then you're going to do the same for the other side. You come up, kind of curve it, and then come down. You're going to leave a little space here. A little bit of white space, that would be white. And what I do is I make a little bit of a circle inside of his eye, so I give it life. These are called catch lights if you've dealt with photography, and then fill that area in. So there's where we have the nose, the eyes, and then the curve up there. Next, this sort of smile point is like kind of diagonal. You kind of pick things out and you say, okay, well, there's like a big kind of gap here. You're kind of just measuring with his eyes, and then it kind of is like more like at the center of this nose, or of his nose. So something like that. It's okay if it's not perfect, and you have his smile starting there. What you can do is you can do the same sort of on the same line, like kind of maybe just follow this line over, and then form his other. Oh, show's playing in the. Turn that off. was watching one of my favorite movies, Chef, in the other room. So now that you have your 2 points here, you're going to swoop down with his smile. See it, and then you're just basically connecting them. So it's good to have a start point and an end point, and then you connect them, right? Next, you're going to come down. As it starts coming down, that's when you're going to go into his smile here. And it's okay if you go outside that circle. People might ask, like, how do I know how far down? Well, you kind of won't know, but you know that you have to, it's all like in this shape. Like I know that there's like a space here, and then you're going to put his tongue in there, right? So it's okay if yours doesn't look just like this. We're practicing. This is practice. You're going to fill this in. The more you draw the same character, and the more you do these exercises with the circles, the more you're going to be able to get better at it. So you want to leave like a little space here. This is where we're going to go into wrapping Mickey's face around his smile. So this is like a big C, M-I-C-K-E-Y. And as you get down to this point, this is when you're going to wrap his sort of smile around there, and then the same on this side. So basically everything the same on each side. And you see that from the picture that this point is like a little bit higher than, so you can bring that up. Or it could be this, it could be level with that. It's not going to make him that much different if you don't have it completely correct. Now, this kind of comes back up and then over to the point at the top of his head. And you're going to fill in this side. And then it gets very thin when it's over here. And then you're going to connect. You're going to bring this all the way down to this point on the other side. You see how I kind of went to this part first and then finished it. And bring this little point up. Kind of like that, right? So there you have Mickey Mouse. Go back to any of the steps that you missed. This is like a V point at the top of his head. These are like L's, L, see the L there. And then last but not least, you need to draw his ears, which is another circle. That's like as it starts coming down, and then you gotta like leave a little space here. Okay. So there you have Mickey Mouse drawn. Hopefully this helped with your drawing of Mickey Mouse. I feel like the eye was cut in a little bit more, but hopefully this tutorial helped you in your drawing. Don't forget to go get like a blue pencil. You can use a colored pencil, just Crayola or something like that. Just don't go too dark on everything. You know, now if I went over this with like black, say took a black marker, you see that the blue starts going away because I basically traced over the blue, and then this starts fading to the background because you have a darker color that goes over that. You know, I could do the eye if I want, but see how the blue is just basically disappearing. And you could erase this if you wanted to, the lines that we started with. I usually don't. People kind of want to see the original, what you did, but I kind of leave it. So that's drawing Mickey tutorial, and I hope that helped you out with your drawing abilities. Remember to start with that circle and then cross it, and then start with the features first and then wrap the face around, and it's okay if you go around outside that original circle, because if you start with the circle and then add the features might be too big or too small, and then it won't look completely right. So like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later. Let's see this.